Nancy, Pampered with Diamonds, doing a pop-up here in Destin. I figured I would just show some of my subscribers Destin in Okalossa County. Some of my subscribers used to live in Florida and or are coming to Florida. So I thought I would just pop in and show Destin. We are approaching the Walmart in Destin. It is very built up. The last few years, Destin has blown up. So this is a Walmart coming up, I think. Did we pass it?
Next light.
Next light, sorry. Apparently I'm brand new to the area. Just kidding. So I'm just gonna show you a few places. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. And apparently we are in fall, but it looks like a summer day. Hello, Regina. Hello, Denise. So this is one of my Walmarts that I can go to, but they do not have diamond art. Just saying.
They have boogie boards.
They have boogie boards. Yeah. So, yeah, this is, we are coming back from Panama City Beach. We were visiting Pamela, a subscriber. You probably all know her as Pam. And so we are on the way home. And I figured I would do a live from Destin to the bridge, because I know I have some people out there that are interested in the progress of the bridge. So, and this is the
Coming up on the track.
south side of 98. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's the south side of 98. And oh, he wanted me to show the track. Sorry, I made you dizzy. But this is the track, the famous track with bumper cars and
boats.
arcade and bumper boats.
Woody.
Wild Woody, which you at least need a permit to drive. And there is Albin's Island, that is usually always going out of business, but apparently they aren't now, which is kind of funny. That is not a diner, contrary to what it looks like. Okay, we have something going up over here. I think it's a car wash, but I'm not 100% sure. There's our Waffle House. Well, a Waffle House, I should say. So, and traffic, always traffic. Welcome to Destin. That is a brand new, freshly built Chick-fil-A. They had to build a better one because the original one was way too small. The parking lot sucked, and the wait to get into the drive-thru was hazardous because people were coming out on Highway 98 while waiting online to go to Chick-fil-A. So this is Big Kahuna's, our water park, which is closed for the season. They only open from, is it Memorial Day to Labor Day? Yeah, they're only open Memorial Day to Labor Day. And here we are coming up on Target and the Hobby Lobby. I do go to those two places, but as you know, I'm not a big Hobby Lobby person anymore. I just got bit by one of their paintings, and they still have other good quality stuff. Just their diamond paintings is not for me right now. So here's the other side. So it's getting hot in here. Hint, hint. Do you have my heat on the seat?
Nope.
We have heated seats and air
You're
conditioned
wearing
seats.
a sweatshirt.
I am wearing a sweatshirt because it was like 55 degrees when we left the house, but I'm burning up now. So, 70 in Texas. It is 63 outside. So, it's warming up. Warming up. So, we are coming up to one of our favorite restaurants called the Donut Hole. They, yep, you guessed it, are famous for their donuts, but they reopen tomorrow. We love the Donut Hole. I love their donuts. They're not good for me, but I do enjoy their donuts. So, do you see that camper? That's called Go Big or Go Home. So, we are coming up on the what is it, the Kyle Grand? Is that
No.
the Kyle Grand?
No,
What is that?
that's the Emerald Grand.
The Emerald Grand. The Emerald Grand is where Harbor Walk is. There's restaurants. You walk along, there's a walkway along the water. It really is hopping in the summertime. And when people come to Florida, that's almost always where they go. They go to Harbor Walk. There's always activities.
We're doing 43 miles an hour, and we're doing about 40 miles an hour faster than it goes when people are here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. This is Highway 98 going towards Fort Walton Beach. I think technically this isn't Fort Walton, right? Not
No,
technically.
It's Destin.
Yeah, it's Destin. But what about the island? Is that technically?
It's Santa Rosa Island, but they call
Santa
it
Rosa.
Okalossa Island here.
Yeah. Oh, well, I want you to see the pretty water. So, I'm surprised. There's like nobody out there right now. Oh, the water's cold. Yeah, no boats. But it's pretty. It is pretty to look at. I am not a boat person. Pretty water. Construction, I guess. Water's so calm. Maybe we'll see a dolphin. But probably not. You know why? Because I'm looking. Destin is the tourist trap for Okalossa County, in my opinion. So when people come to Florida, they haven't heard of Fort Walton Beach, but they've heard of Destin. Yep, they've always heard of Destin. That's Eglin Air Force Base over there. Part of it. Well, this whole thing is part of Eglin. We got a fancy car right there, another one right there. And they haven't really built up the island, but they did add a walkway from one side of the island to the other. You can see the walkway. I really like the fact that there's a walkway there now. Someday, Mr. Pampered and I are going to walk that walkway. Someday. So I hope Shadowcraft is watching. She used to live here. She used to live in Niceville. So I'm hoping she gets to see this. And Crafty Chef Diamond is moving to Florida. And there's our current speed. We call
I'm not
those
doing 61. I'm doing 57.
We call those sleeping policemen. Same with speed bumps. We call them sleeping policemen. So there's some pretty white Florida snow. Florida snow. There's water on the other side of that snow. So I understand if you can't watch this because I'm literally just holding my hand and I'm sure I'm shaking you guys. But we're going to be coming up on that bridge shortly, and that will be the whole reason for this. But yeah, it is beautiful here. I am not a beach person, neither is Mr. Pampered. We are ground people. We like to stay on the ground. Here is some more water. There's a boat out there. Yep. We do not own a boat. We own a land yacht, right? Is that what they're called? Otherwise known as a camper. So that is the pretty water. What water is that? Choctawhatchee Bay. I always get that confused. I don't know why. Okay. There's traffic. We have slowed down. But we are coming to the bridge here shortly. They are building a new bridge. The Brooks Bridge is being rebuilt, and they're making all of downtown Fort Walton like a walking park. And supposedly it's going to be an overpass, and there's going to be a lot of food trucks, and apparently it's going to be beautiful. And it should be done within the next 4 years is what the date keeps changing. So, you know, with construction, everything changes. So this is a huge walkway to cross the street safely.
But people still
Do
play
people
Frogger.
use it? Yeah, but they usually play Frogger. They like to play Frogger when this is right here. Ooh, there's a lot of rust under there. Did you see that? So that is what's known as the boardwalk. It's got restaurants. It's literally what it is. It's a boardwalk. There's water on the other side. You can see. It's our conference center, which today has nothing going on. But that's like the community center. If you want to have a big event, you can have it in there. Okay, here is the bridge. And that sound you just heard is someone who has money for gas. So this bridge is going to be an overpass for downtown Fort Walton, and where the whole downtown area where I used to work is going to be part of a walking park. There's going to be stores, food trucks, and parks for the kids to play in, and see, here's a continuation. There's some supports for the bridge, and there's our local Waffle House, and there's a bunch of dirt. So when you come off the bridge, there's our store, and all of this that we're going to be into right now is going to be a walking park. You're going to be able to walk around and go to the different stores and get things to eat and stuff. Okay, now if you look right there, see that side of the building? That's the library where I used to work. And I'm gonna keep the phone this way so you can see the library where I used to work. And the windows is where the children's department is. That was what I was in charge of. There's my old library. That's where I used to work. There's some food trucks. Here is an old schoolhouse. This is an original schoolhouse back in the day. That thing has moved 3 times. This house was actually moved once. There's a YouTube video on that house when they moved it. And there is a Saturday farmer's market. Yes, Patty, it is very different. Very different. So we now have an abundance of places where you can get a tattoo or have a cup of coffee. There is tons of places for those 2 things. So who is still with me? I see Patty is there. Is Regina still there? I know I am. And Denise. Okay, we are getting ready to turn off of here and head to the house. But this is Highway 98, local hotel. You are welcome, Regina. Thank you for sticking with me. All right. All right, well, I'm going to go for now. Thank you all for hanging out. And give me a thumbs up. Bye, guys.